I want to personally thank you for purchasing Smagic31.com's professional belly stripper deck. This is not your normal stripper deck. This deck can be handled in any way. It can be shuffled in any way. Not like a traditional stripper where you're not able to do that. You can even reverse the cards, and it makes no difference. You can show these cards completely shuffled and at will, with a single strip out the reds from the blacks. Now, what makes this deck so wonderful, it's the perfect deck to do out of this world. But the catch here is you can do the out of this world with not even looking at the cards. Traditionally, with out of this world, you would have the cards facing you and you'd pull cards out. Here, you can actually do out of this world face down. And I like to do this trick with only half a deck. I much prefer that. I think it's too long doing it with a full 52 cards. So you can have these cards shuffled, that they can be shuffled. You can show them shuffled. You can ask the spectator to cut off half the deck. We get rid of one half, and we're going to use just this half. And in that process, you do that little strip out, and these cards are already separated. And you will notice when you look at these cards, when you get them in your hands, the black cards are straight cut. All the red cards are belly strip cut. You'll see that they're cut evenly on the four sides, but not in the center. Here, 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 and here, but not the center. So you get a bit of an oblong look to it. It's kind of hard to see that in the camera, but you'll see it much clearer when the cards are in your hand. So at this point, you know the black cards are on top. So I would just go in and pull out, let's see, one red card, and there's a black card. And you can start and just keep your eye on where that split is. See, that's where the split is. These are straight. This one, actually, yeah, this one is bowed. And now you would split it and separate it out. Actually, I miscalculated that. There we go. And now you'd go in and say, well, let's switch it. Let's put the red ones here and the black ones here. And again, these can be shuffled at this point, and you can finish the trick. And of course, everyone is spot on correct. To me, this is more powerful than having the cards facing you, which is a good trick the traditional way. But with this deck, you can do it with the cards facing down. Just remember that which cards are face up and which cards are on top. And remember, straight edge of black, the bowed cards are the reds. It might be actually easier to have the red cards on top because that is more prevalent. And again, you just gotta go through and you may play the acting. Let's pull a black card, let's pull a red card. And then you start, as they choose, you can easily see the red cards. And just, slow it down and get to the spot where you'll see that here is the cutoff. The rest are black and one red. So at this point, you have to say, well, let's grab and switch it. And again, these can be shuffled. You have the idea for those of you who know out of this world. And of course, every guess is spot on. This is the professional belly stripper deck. These are very tedious to make. They're very precision cut. I make these decks personally. That is why the cost is what they are, because they're such a tedious cut to do. But remember, very powerful, because at any given time, you can strip out the reds from the blacks. Again, I want to thank you for purchasing Smagic31.com's belly stripper deck. These are available in red or black. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at 919. Let's not use the phone.